Nigeria today. So I'm going to write some stuff down so that I don't have to be looking at my phone. How is this shaking? Okay. So I want to talk about Nigeria now. My body is falling down. The Matrix, they are fighting me already. I haven't even started this show and my body is already falling down. So I have a couple of things I want to discuss on this show. And I'm going to start with insecurity. So I'm going to write the topic Nigeria today. Remember to grab your pen and paper. I forgot how to write dollar and I wrote and instead of dollar. I'm so used to this fucking naira currency. It's dollar. Dollar, that's like this, right? How do they S like this? Dollar. So I'm going to be discussing this so I don't have to be looking at my phone. So hello friends and well wishers and welcome to another episode. And remember, if this is your first time seeing me, I'm Obata of Enugu State, a professional and a certified life coach. And whenever you are watching my show, whenever you come across my page, you should always have a pen and paper, because you must be jotting things down. You must be learning stuff. So I'm going to keep my phone here. So Nigeria today, that's the topic for today. Nigeria today. Some people watch this one. The fuck is happening? Should I keep this thread? I don't keep this thread because. Or should I? Some people may be like, Obata, you are not current on these news. These are news that happened yesterday. Well, I don't make shows that all this jumping on topic. I don't jump on topics when making shows. I don't just maybe breaking news and then I'll rush and be, making show because it's breaking news, trending. I don't jump on trends, So I have to analyze, digest the information, get my facts together before I start making shows, So Nigeria today, you super crazy out there. So before I even start, I made a post. I'm going to clip it. I made a post on Twitter, and the post has been trending. So Obata has been trending on Twitter. I made a post on Twitter with my sword. I always have my sword around. So I made a post where I have my sword, and I posted it on Twitter, and then it has been going viral. And then people have been asking me, where did you get the sword? I want to get my own. How did you? Blah, 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 blah. And I was talking about the importance of having at least a weapon. It's super important. If you're watching this show now and you're a young man, and you have no form of defense, you have no form of at least anything that can defend you when you face attack, then what are you a man for? What are you manning? To do waiting. What are you manning? that you're a man and you have no phone, you can't defend yourself. What happens when you hear a knock on your door, knock 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 in the middle of the night, and then it's two guys with weapon, two guys with gun, and then they barge into your door, they barge on your door and they break in, and then you're where you are with your girl, your babe that you have been beating, you beat your babe every day, and then two guys come into your place with gun and you can't even defend yourself, you can't even fight to death. Just as I was saying, if a fight is certain, you need to strike first. I have my sword here because I can't get gun because maybe it's costly or maybe it's complicated to get it. At least I can get this one. If a fight is certain, it's better you strike first. So I was having a back and forth argument with somebody on Twitter. The person was masculinity is gone. Men are not men anymore. Masculinity is gone. So the guy made a tweet, and he was talking about, I don't know if I can find it, that that there was a time thieves came to his place, and then that he had a machete, but then because he saw a gun, and then he folded like a mumu, and then he lied down, and then they took his properties. And then what is the purpose of the sword you have? I don't care if you shoot me. If you barge on my door, I'm going to pull my sword. At least because I'm a man, because I have a duty, and because I believe in my bloodline, and because of my ancestors believe in me to continue progression, because they believe in me to hold their legacy, I will strike first. I don't care what you have. I don't care if you have AK. If you come close to me, at least I will strike. Let it be that at least maybe I tried, or in the process of trying to slice your throat or to cut your hand, I got shot. But I got shot trying to fight for myself. That's the beauty of being a man, and that's the beauty, and that's what most people are lacking now. Most men are lacking now because everybody is doing Netflix and chills, everybody is doing weekly, everybody is doing depression, everybody is doing all of those fucking fuck all, and men are not men anymore. That's why any small thing somebody will food. And then I was having the back and forth argument with the person on Twitter, and I was telling him, all these people that's, when they get abducted, when they get kidnapped, and then after paying ransom, they still kill the people. They still kill them. Why not just put on a fight and then maybe die in the process? Or maybe you have a chance of escaping. You have a chance of having an edge because at least you try to do something. So if a fight is certain, it's better to strike first. Because you may strike first and you may end up knocking the person out. If a fight is certain, if someone knocks on your door trying to harm you, and then because you are a brave person, and then you strike the person, take off their arms, slice their throat, at least you may stand a better chance of the other people running away. Because wow, maybe this is their first time that they went to rob somebody, and then the person strike them. Insecurity. So if you are living in this country, I believe if you are living in this country, or even if you are living anywhere in the world, it's crazy how there is insecurity everywhere. Everywhere. What country do you want to talk about that is not facing maybe one or two challenges now? Every country is facing challenges, but then our own is too much. The insecurity in this country is too much. Overseas, they are facing gun violence because everybody has gun. Everybody has gun. They are facing gun violence. They are facing knife crimes. Just as they say, like London is the world. How do they put it? London is the capital stabbing word of the world. Everybody has knife. Anybody can just walk up to you and stab you. Pa pa pa, pa pa pa, and then you are gone. So every society is facing one or two problems, but then our own is too much because of terrorism and because of all this banditry and all of that. So their new method now is that they are kidnapping people. They go to church and then they open fire. And then when you look at all this stuff now, when you try to analyze it, what are these people doing? Is it that they are not afraid? Is it who is sponsoring these people? And then I was seeing a post on X. Someone that said he made a big boy purchase, and then he bought a gun, and then he posted it on Twitter. And then some Hausa people on Twitter, they are tagging EFCC, they are tagging police to go and arrest that person. Do you know how crazy it is? And then these are people that have this type of nonsense mentality. And then you merge all of us together and you say that we are one Nigeria. Fuck who is one Nigeria. Just like maybe this my sword now. Maybe if that post now should go to maybe 300k views or 1M views, and then some people start saying that this guy has sword, that he should be arrested for having sword. Okay, I should be arrested for having sword. Why the people in the bush who keep posting their videos, keep posting their AKs, standing on the road, they won't be arrested? But because you posted your sword, or because you posted that you made a big boy purchase, that you have weapon, some people will come in the comment section and be tagging the police that they should come and arrest you. And then you look at all these things and you say that these are your brothers, that these are your fellow countrymen. Who fellow which countrymen? So the insecurity in this country is too much. Super too much. In other news, what's his name? Nwosu. The Ebonyi man, former banker. Problem in this country is too much. That's why I never even wanted to do this show. This Nigerians, I never even wanted to do this show, because this stuff that I wrote out here now as the bullet point, or the main point that I want to discuss on this quick one now, these are just few. These are things that happened within the last 4 days. There are many. I just decided to talk about just these ones. There are many. There are plenty problem in this country. You know, the problem in this country is that it's so too much that if you talk about this one today, tomorrow another one will pop up. Just 2 days ago, they were talking about, what's the name of that Catholic church? There is one Catholic church, I think in Kwara or so, that they came and they abducted people in church. Not even the one that they came to church while they were doing live streaming, and then they everybody was running, and then there was a fat woman. I'm going to try and see the video. And then there was a fat mother that was running. Not even that one. There was another one that happened. After that, another one that happened. Another one happened today. This one that happened today is breaking news. They say that I think that they kidnapped 25 people or so. Or is it the one that there are so many of them, so many abductions. There is one that they say that this Kebbi schoolgirls abduction. You know, you may look at all these things and you may be like, who is doing it? Government? Is it? If you try to say is, you know, that is government that is sponsoring it. How do you say it's government that is sponsoring it? Maybe this may be political stuff. You know, maybe APC seeing that, okay, during PDP time they were using abduction and all these crimes to try and push PDP out of power, and now APC is in power, and maybe, just maybe, PDP might be doing the same, trying to use all these crimes and all of this and try to push APC out of power. These are mind games. That's why, you know, when I see this stuff, I just say thank God that it's not happening. Sorry, thank God it's not happening in Southeast. At least they are playing their political games. They are playing it over there. It hasn't reached this side yet. You understand? So these are all political games. Political games. But then who is it affecting? It's affecting the common man. It's affecting the farmers. It's affecting the common man. The common man that just want to go to work and come back. That just want to go to work, make some money, and be able to afford basic things of life. That's who is affecting now. I think Obinna Nwosu or Nwoba, the name of this former banker. Obinna Nwobi, a former banker that took $510,000 from a customer's account. I don't know if you know what a let me quickly do my calculation. $510,000. I don't know if my calculator can carry it. $510,000 times, what's the current rate now? 1,004. That's 714 million. Somebody took 714 million, close to $1 billion. 714 mil. Somebody took this amount of money from a customer's account. A former bank. This is a former banker, not even a current banker. A former banker took as much as this amount from somebody's bank, and then they went to court, and court gave him bail. court gave him bail and collected some part of the money. That's how crazy this country is. You know, some people that, just as I was saying, some people may be like, oh, this country is so too much that the president is the problem. The president is not the problem. Tinubu, yes, Tinubu may be a weak ass man or, you know, a trouble person, but then Tinubu is not the problem. This banker that did this stuff now, is it Tinubu that sent him? It's not Tinubu that sent him. The court that granted him bail and then postponed the case to next year, I think March next year, and then they took bail, and then they took about, I think, 50 million or 100 million that they took as bail. The court that took some part of the money, these are all clients' money that they are doing like this. The court that took some part of the money, is it Tinubu that they are remitting the money to? No, it's not Tinubu. So you see that the problem with this country is that everybody is a thief, including you that is watching. Everybody is a thief. You may say you are not a thief. Okay, a customer came to your place and then something you are supposed to sell for 2,000. You saw that because the customer came with AMG and you sold it for 4,000. Is that not thieving? You go to the road or you go to buy something or you go wherever, you drink sachet water, and then instead of finding the nearest dustbin to put it, you fling it outside. You live anyhowness. We groom on anyhowness. And then some people believe that if you grow up and then if you get a chance to become the president, that you are going to become better. How are you going to become better if you come from a society of anyhowness, nonsenseness? If maybe because of this my sword now, a police officer gets sent to come and arrest me because I have sword, the police officer that will be sent, is it Tinubu? Is it Peter Mba that will come, or is he your fellow country person? Do you understand? The anyhowness in this country is so too much. So too much. You know, when you go online, some people may be like, all these, that's for some Yoruba people that will tweet online and they'll be saying that they are doing it to Kwara people now, and then the Igbos are not talking. When they will do it in Anambra, they will not talk. Fuck off. Fuck off. I see some of those nonsense people. That's why if I see some posts, I don't even try to engage. I don't even do all this political stuff. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even care. Just as I was saying, that's one of the best you can do for yourself. Don't even care. Once it doesn't affect your region, don't even care. So Kanu got sentenced to life imprisonment. I don't know if you have noticed. He got sentenced to life imprisonment. And then some of the videos that he has been making right from 4 years ago, 5 years ago, then the videos are trending, and then people are now talking about that he has always been right, because when he was talking about that the people that you are feeding now, the terrorists you are feeding now, will one day come and take over your land, take over your farm, and then the videos are trending now, and then they are taking over, and then it has started entering Yoruba land. They have occupied Hausa. They have occupied Northern State. The Northern State is no more Hausa State again. There is no Hausa person that is proud to go back to his Hausa land. They have now been occupied by Fulani people. And then not only that they have taken over the north, they are now entering the Yoruba land. Kwara is Ilorin. Ilorin. And I don't know if you know about your 30 states and capital. Ilorin is not an Hausa place. Ilorin is a Yoruba place. They have carried their janja weed, their nonsense abduction, and their nonsense everything. They have migrated from all the way from Hausa land. The Hausa people that they have been displaced, they have conquered, and then they have entered the Yoruba land. And then from Kwara, maybe they are going to go from Kwara to Oshun, and then from Oshun to Ogun. And you know all these Yoruba places, they are just villages. I was seeing one picture like that's about that Kwara, and then I saw that they still have huts. They still have huts where people are living in huts. That was the first time I'm seeing huts for a long time. There are still people in this country who still live in huts. It's not so in Southeast. When was the last time in this Southeast or that you went to village or that you went to Christmas and then you saw somebody living in huts? There are still poor people in Southeast. There are still poor people in Enugu. There are poor people in my village. But then I don't know if anybody is still living in huts. So I think we have a better economy than all these Yoruba states. So it's easier for them to attack those places because those places have a lot of bush, unoccupied places, empty forest for them to stay in. But even if you go in this Southeast now, because we are educated, we are more educated, more advanced, and at least we have more sense than most of them, you know, it's difficult for them to enter this place and maybe try and conquer us. So that was my first time seeing hot. So if you're watching this now, you may be like, hot, okay? People still live in hot houses. I'm telling you, some of the pictures that I saw about when this quarter stuff started trending, some of the pictures that I saw hot, and I was like, damn. So there are people that are so poor that there are people who still live in hot. You understand? So these Yoruba people, these are poor people. Yoruba people are poor people, except this Ibadan and Lagos that they are using to make mouth. All these people are poor. Oshun, all of those poor. But you that is watching now, maybe you have gone to your village. Maybe the last time that you went to your village still has road. Your village still has third road. In your village, there are people who do POP. There is POP in your village. POP is not a new thing to anybody in your village. They know POP. They have seen people who built houses with POP. But if you go to these Yoruba states, I guarantee you it will be difficult for a poor person in the village to know what a POP is. That's how poor they are. Those people are so poor. And then they come online and then they use Ibadan and the Lagos, and they make mouth out we are Yoruba people and then we are rich. Fuck which rich anything. They are poor. And because they are poor, and because they have a lot of villages, because they have a lot of uneducated people, it will be easier for these people to enter their place and attack them. So the injustice that is happening now, injustice that they are doing to Kanu, and then if they start talking about it, some people will be like, it does not concern them because they have not come to your doorstep yet. It will one day affect you. And then some people will be like that this is all organized stuff, that maybe Tinubu is doing it so that during next election he will try and release Kanu so that the Igbos will vote for him. Maybe he is thinking that the Igbos are so uneducated that, like the Yoruba people, that they won't know that this is all organized sham. Oh, he has been sentenced to life imprisonment, and then during the election you bailed him, and then you feel that because you have bailed him, that the Igbos will now come on election day and then vote for, I think that their umbrella party, APC. These people don't even reason at all. They don't even reason at all. So a lot of nonsense is going on in this country. That which one do you even want to talk about? What should I even talk about on this show? There are a lot of things going on. I guarantee you that after this day, today is what? Today is Friday. By tomorrow that it starts today, another trending news will happen. That's how quick nonsense stuff is happening. That's how quick a lot of crazy. I can't even go on my X anymore. I don't even scroll on my X because it's all bad news. This person is tweeting about this one. This one is bad news. There is no going on X now, and anybody is talking about Man U or Chelsea or who plays match. Nobody is talking about that now. My news feed, even people that I'm not following, everybody is talking about the insecurity, breaking. So police now, and then the car burnt. So a lot of nonsense stuff is happening in this country. So somebody got mine. Somebody has mine. This stuff is killing me. That's why I added it. Somebody got mine. This former banker got mine and debited somebody $510,000. Imagine, you work so hard, you make money, you pay your taxes, and you do all of that, and then you have money in your account, and it's all Access Bank. In case you are wondering, the bank, Access Bank, it's all Access Bank. It's Access Bank that does crazy stuff like this. If a former banker has mind to scam somebody of $510,000, imagine the current managers, the current workers. If a former worker gets mind, scam somebody of $510,000, wiped your account, then how about the current managers, current workers? Imagine what they can do. You super crazy, guys. So I'm currently scrolling on X, and just as I was telling you, every stuff is crazy. So this person posted picture and then posted picture of gun and said he made a big barrel purchase. And then the gun is like all those ones that they using, one kind old den gun, and crazy stuff. So what can you do? What can you do, analyzing all this stuff and, crazy stuff that is happening in this country? What can you do as an adult? You can't do anything. You can't do anything because you can't do anything because you are poor. That's why I keep telling you that, regardless of whatever is happening, it's great to work hard. You need to work hard. You need to level up your bag. You need to make more money. That's why every day I just wake up and I go to my store. I'm Mr. Millionaire, I'm Mr. Diamond Collection. I have it all. Yet I still go to my laundry store. I try to make more money so that I'll live better life. Live better life and find way to live this country. That's the way forward. If you're hoping that maybe you're going to make money, some people that believe that, the best thing to do is to make more money so that you have escort. Have which escort? The people that have escort, that what they do is that, I don't know if you noticed, but I once saw a video where somebody was using police escort. The police escort that is serving the person gave the police escort a tray of food so that the police will go and drop it at the park. These people have reduced police to the police is now serving people's home because you paid for escort. The police integrity has gone to zero. That people are misusing even why they paid for police escort. And then these police people that you are treating like that now, you believe that if there is a shootout, that if people get ambushed on the road, that they are going to risk their life with the maybe 10 bullets that they have or 20 bullets that they have, that they used for the whole year. They are going to use it and they are going to try and protect you for how much that you gave them. 40K, which you price them to 30K now. 30K now. You gave them 30K and you believe that the person is going to come out and take bullets for you. That's what these people believe. The people that book escort and they say that they are booking escort so that they have made money, that you enjoy Nigeria if you make money. You will not enjoy anything if you make any money. How do you enjoy it if you make money? You paid for police escort. Anywhere you want to go, you go with escort, and then you say you enjoy Nigeria when you have money. You are still enjoying it because nobody has tried to attack you. Nobody has tried to attack you. That's why you feel like you enjoy Nigeria when you have money. You are not going to enjoy anything. The best thing you can do for yourself is to say hello, cost rep, hello et al, hello P-man. It's nice knowing you. You hug all of them. You give them a gentle peck on their cheek. You enter a peace and you fly out of this country. That's the best thing you can do for yourself and for your born children. Nothing more, nothing less. So if you're hoping that when you make money, you are going to be walking around with police escort that you pay 50,000 naira per day, you are going to walk around that only have 10 bullets that they have been using from January till now. They have never shot any of it. They have never serviced their then gun. Their guns are rusty. And then you believe that if there is a shootout or if people are to attack you, they are going to come out and stand in your front and say, shoot me now. I'll take bullets for this Pancalo Pablo. I'll take bullets for him. Shoot me now. That's what you believe. You are going to die like a fowl. When the first car sound, they are going to break the car, they are going to stop the car, and they are going to run into the forest. And I'm telling you now that when they start running, also start running. Don't think that your car will save you, that you hired a bulletproof car. Oh, it's a bulletproof car, and then you hired it with Prado, and then the Prado costs 100K and the bulletproof car costs 200K, and then you believe that somebody is going to manufacture a bulletproof car that costs about 100 million or 200 million and then rent it to you for 200,000 naira, and then you believe that it's actually a bulletproof car because it has a big window. When you hear the first cha sound, and then the police people that are supposed to protect you, when they start running, follow them and start running because you are going to die like a fowl. You are going to die like a fowl and nobody will talk about you. So nobody is safe in this country, including you. So if you make any bit of money, if you make 1 naira, enter a piece and leave this country. So I was having a back and forth argument with somebody and I was telling the person that the worst thing you can do for yourself is to, after seeing all this stuff that is happening in this country, if you look at China, you see that China is progressing. They are 20 years or 30 years ahead of us. You see USA, even with their gun violence and all of that, they are still progressing. You see all these other places and then you see that they have system whereby if you do something bad, the system will carry you. It doesn't matter who you are. They have all of this stuff and then you see at your country and see the nonsense stuff that is happening. They are abducting people, they are killing people. They are mass coming to church. Terrorists will come to church and then open fire. You see all of these things and then you say, and then you watch Obata You watch my show, you watch my quick one, you say you are an Obata fan, that you love what Obata says, and then you have your pen and paper where you jot things down. You have been jotting what I've been saying since January. You have been jotting it down. You have the whole point. You know it all now. You know, you have all this information available to you. And then you say, you know, Obata is right, and all these people are right. But then, I love this my girl, so let me get her pregnant, and you know, we'll see how it goes. After all, Chinazunwa, God trains children. And then you want to continue another generation in this country. After all these things you have seen, after seeing that there is no hope for you, there is no future for you, and then you decide that after suffering with all this katakata that is going on in this country, you decide to bring in another unborn child inside this country. You have failed. And you have not only failed your ancestors, you have failed your future children. And they are going to grow up tomorrow. They are going to grow up tomorrow because they are the next generation. They are going to see their phones. They are going to go online. They are going to see other people in other countries doing well. They are going to see that this country is prosper gone. And then you had mind to bring them into this country. And they are going to hate you for the rest of their life. And you are going to live a miserable life. And then you are going to look back and you are going to see me probably in Poland, maybe Romania, not USA, not Canada, not Japan, not China, maybe in Poland, maybe in Russia, somewhere cool, having my baby, having my children, having my family, and living a great life. 3 women, 4 women, having a great life. And then my concubine, 10 sons, at least 10 sons, 5 daughters. Great family and living large. You are going to see, and you are going to see how happy all of us are. Maybe on a regular day, everybody will just enter their bicycle and then be driving safely on the street. And you can't replicate that because your street has been galvanized. Your street has been taken up by bandits. By bandits who started with Hausa land and then they entered Yoruba land, and maybe they enter your Igbo land, and then you enter your village, and then they start shooting you. And then when you buy weapon, when you make a big boy purchase, and then you buy sword or you buy AK, the police will come and arrest you. And then you are going to sit in the cell and you are going to be regretting your life. That 4 years ago, 10 years ago, you were once following Obata. You once consumed Obata content. Obata once told you, this is the way forward. Remember, only Obata will point you in the right direction. Only me, Mr. ITK, will point you in the right direction. You are going to sit and you are going to regret that. At a time like this, Obata was pointing you in the right direction. But you never believed in Obata. You never took Obata's advice. You had money. You had 20M. You had 50M. You could have left the country and you could have made better choices for yourself because Obata has pointed you the right direction. But you refused to do it, and then the only thing you did is that you got your babe pregnant, and then you have started family in Nigeria, and then your children will grow up tomorrow and they are going to spaspa hate you because you could have had the opportunity to live outside country and give them a better life, but you decided not to because you can't control your pennies, and then you suffer, and you suffer inside jail because you bought a sword. So super crazy stuff are happening in this country. What can you do about it? You can't do anything, but at least you can buy a sword, you can buy a weapon to protect yourself and your loved ones. If a fight is certain, you must be ready to strike first. So Tinubu postponed travel. He postponed travel to South Africa, and then what has happened? Have you seen him in the news say anything? No. Postpone travel to South Africa so that what will happen? Nothing. And then, I don't know if you have seen the news where the army said that they need 10,000 people to join the army. Is it 10,000 or 100,000 to join? That they need them to join the army. That if people do not join, that they are going to start recruiting people from 18 years old and above. Do you know what that means? It means that there is possibility that you are going to stay in your house. There is possibility that they are going to see you on the road. And then because they have a quota that maybe in Enugu State that they need 2,000 people to join the army in Enugu State. There is possibility that because you have refused to join the army, because you have sense, and because you know that you are not going to work for anybody for 100k or for 70k, and so that you ruin your life and be drinking sachets and be a miserable person, you have said no. There is possibility that they are going to stop you and then stop your car, and then they are going to drag you and take you to their base. Not to arrest you, but to give you uniform and give you gun and force you to become an army. Because their quota says that in Enugu State, maybe that they need 2,000 people to join the army. And because you are so wise, because you prefer to stay inside and do your tech bro, you don't want to join them. There is possibility that when you come out to the road with your Gadu C300 or C350, they are going to stop you arrest you, not to lock you up, but to give you uniform and give you gun to become an army. That's what's happening. And then I'm telling you this thing, and I'm telling you that the best you can do for yourself and for your unborn children is to enter a peace, say hello, mama, say, then leave this country. And then you don't want to listen because somebody is talking your tiny penis and somebody is talking your tiny willy. You need to listen now. You need to listen to me. What else can I do? What else can I say to make you listen that you need to leave this country, you need to leave this shabby? Damn! So this security is too much. This security is super crazy. Are you safe? Do you believe you are safe? You are not safe. So it turns out that the only thing on X now is just people randomly posting guns and all of that. I'm going to clip all of it. People are just posting guns. I never knew people had guns. So somebody will post a picture of his gun and then another person will retweet it and say you are late. And then the person will carry no, not even AK. This one is a big gun. This magazine that's they clip bullets, and then they wear the bullet. And then people have gun in this country. And then I only have a sword. People have weapon in this country. And then it's because of this insecurity now, they don't even mind bringing it out. Everybody's posting their gun. Even the thieves are posting their gun. At least they have something to protect themselves with. And you have nothing. And then you are watching me and I'm telling you to have something. So that maybe when you are with your ugly babe and then somebody knocks at your place, instead of lying down with your ugly babe and shitting in your pants and peeing your pants, at least you can be able to draw something. And then, remember, if a fight is setting, you must strike first. And then maybe find a way and cut one of their hand or stab somebody. Even if they shoot you, who cares? You are going to die and your ancestors are going to be proud of you. You are going to die and the first thing you are going to see when you die is your ancestors shaking your hand. You died like a man because you are able to retaliate. You are able to do something. And the Obata is telling you to get a weapon and protect yourself now. And you are not listening. So it's super crazy and crazy stuff are happening. The insecurity in this country is too much. So whatever you are doing, however you want to do it, you must be ready to protect yourself at all costs. Protect yourself and protect your family. Obata is here. Bam. Obata is cooking. Skrrr. Boys are running. Also, Afames are trembling. Your baby is sharing a pants. I'm working on updating my Obata is here. I'm working on updating it. I don't like that my outro. I don't like it anymore. I'm working on updating it. I'm going to update it. Obata is cooking. Skrrr. Boys are running. Also, Afames are trembling. Some people were asking me, oh, but how did you make that? I'm Mr. ITK. Being Mr. ITK. Being Mr. ITK comes with a price. That you know everything. Just like I wanted to talk about the disadvantage of knowing too much. The disadvantage of knowing too much is that it gets to a point where you can't even make decisions. You can't because you know too much. You know so much. Just like trying to talk with a girl. I'm not going to lie to you now. It's difficult for me to try and stop somebody and say, hi pretty girl, what's your name? Even though some of them are dickheads, some of them are meatheads, some of them are spoiled. Hi, what's your name? Even though some of them may say no, and then some people will be like, keep trying. One person will say yes. Even the person that will say yes, because I know too much, because I have seen too much, because I know where all of it will end. I know so much that I know that there is a possibility that person that will say yes, there is possibility that she's going to say yes to you, and then she's going to kneel down and suck on that person's penis. I know that there is a possibility, and because I know too much, and because I've seen too much, and because I've seen people talk about their own story, just like the tortoise that said, He will not allow it to happen to him. He will learn from what has happened to others. Because I've learned so much from what has happened to others that before I allow nonsense happen to me, it's going to be so difficult because I know it all. That is the disadvantage of being too away. You are down too away. You are now too exposed. You now have a lot of information that you can't even work on anything because you now have a lot of information. And then you are going to live a lonely and a miserable life. So I do not wish that on any of you. So this is like 40 minutes. I've talked for 40 minutes and I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my voice because I'm trying to make your life better. I'm trying to give you updates. See what's happening in this country. I'm going to play the Obata is sound. See you on the next one. And stay safe. Stay safe, guys. I think I've talked about everything that I wrote here. Insecurity, Kanu, Kebbi, Tinubu, the idiot banker. So I've talked about it. So see you guys on the next one.
Obata is here. Bang. Obata is cooking. Skrrr. Boys are running. Also, alphabets are trembling. Your baby is sharing the pants. Smelly pants are bowing. Cause Obata is here.